everything you've learned today will not work until you reach down and reclaim the child that's in you that could walk through furniture, that could do anything. Until you believe you can, no matter how many tools are given you, you will not, and you can't. And that is the key to all of it, is belief. Once you develop the belief, that will create focus. You can't focus if you don't believe. You have to have a passion about what you're doing. The lady who sent the letter to Tommy quit not because she had tried and it didn't work. She quit because she quit years ago. She quit on her years ago because somebody said, you can't do that because you're a girl. If you grow up in the society we lived in and you're a black boy, you get a different message than a white boy got. From society, from the institutions, from your own parents. Anybody here ever seen the movie The Learning Tree? It's an old movie, go dig it up. Tells you how important it is. You'll learn. Be careful what you tell a child. Because they'll believe you. And they'll be just that. You are stupid and dumb. You know, when I was in school in the 5th grade, again, I had challenges. I'm dyslexic. When I went to school, they didn't know what that was, so it was retarded. And I had a school teacher stand in front of 35 of my classmates and say, Jimmy, put your brains in a hummingbird and he'll fly backwards. And I looked at that stupid woman and I said, they do fly backwards. Up to the principal's office. Mr. Doolin. No, let me get in her. Mr. Doolin. You keep this smart aleck, you know what I'll say is back out of my class. I hated that. I went to my 30-year class reunion and she showed up. I still hated that. She says to me, my brothers are all, I mean, we came, listen, my dad grew up in a log cabin in the mountains, dirt floor. Our generation's first one there went to college. You know, I got one brother, a CEO of a large holding company, finance company, bank, another brother's a CPA. Our family, so she says, I just don't understand more about you big boys. I didn't think none of you would ever amount to anything. And I said to her, Miss A, you know, I went to graduate school and became a psychotherapist, and I did a lot of marriage and family counseling and working with little kids. You were unfit to teach. You should have never been teaching children. You hated children. In fact, I think you hated yourself. And you were really unfit to teach, and you should have never been in a classroom with children. And I told her that, and it was the truth. And, you know, she told me that I'd never amount to anything. What if I believed it? When I was in high school, I took all the difficult courses. Business, arithmetic, distributed education. That's where you go to school a half a day, you go to work a half a day. And I went and got a job on the sales floor at Belk's department store, and the high school principal told the president or the manager at Belk, let Jimmy Dick get a job as a mechanic. We got another one we'll put in that white collar job. Because that's all he'll ever be is a mechanic. Now, I'm not even mechanically inclined. After I got out of the Navy and I applied for college, I was turned down. So I took courses while I was there to make up for the deficit from high school. That 4 years from high school to college, I mean, during the Navy taught me something else. I better get this education thing squared away. So I went to the University of Maryland. They had classes on all the campuses and all the bases, and I was in Yokosuka, Japan. So doing this, so I ended up taking algebra and, you know, statistics and a foreign language and these things to pick that stuff up. So when I got out, I could go to college. When I graduated from college with honors, the dean called me in his class, his office, and said, this is irregular, but I have to show it to you. And he showed me my high school principal's response to my college application. He had written nothing on it. A red stamp said, not college material. And I went to graduate school on a full academic scholarship. But what caused me to rebel? What caused me to not listen to the messages that were given to me by a school teacher and other people around? What caused that? Well, there was a little old lady who was bedridden that lived across the field from my grandmother. She must have been 80 or 90. Miss Bell was her name. And I used to go out there and sit by her bed as a little boy, 3, 4 years old, long before school. And I would tell her stories about how I killed a bear that was in our backyard, and how I caught an eagle, and found an alligator in the creek, and I cut his head off with my knife. And I'd tell her all these stories, and she would just embellish. Oh, that's awesome. And so that dad got on me really hard about it and said, you know, that boy just lied. That boy's just lying. And he was punishing me for lying. I'd go tell her all these stories, and she would reward me by being embellished and just into it. So I just jump. I just like putting fire on, gas on fire. And I just create bigger and bigger stories. And she told my dad in front of me, she said, you leave that child alone. Don't you ever punish him again for that. He's not lying. He's telling stories. He's got a big imagination. This child's special, she said, and I remember hearing her say it. And he's going to amount to more than any one of your children. He'll do great things with his life. He's going to touch thousands of people and make their lives better. You leave that boy alone. And that old woman put something here that went here. And all those negative things, I refused to believe them because her voice echoed. He is special. He's going to do great things, she said. And what I'm here to tell you is, out of the thousands of people, millions of people that live in the Northeast, you few are here. On a Saturday, took a piece of time out of your life to come here to try to get some little tidbit of something that would move your business to the next level. You weren't here to be entertained. You were here to learn how you could grab hold of that ring of hope and take it just a little further. And I'm here to tell you that you're special. The fact that you're here says you are. And you can do it. And you're going to hear 10, 20, or 30 different ways to tell you how to do it. And none of that matters. What matters is that you know you can. And people say to me, oh, I hope so, Jimmy Dick. And I say, well, as long as you hope so, it won't happen. I'm looking for the day when you say, I know so. You can do this. And I can tell you this right now. You can't show it to the wrong person right enough to get them involved. And you can't show it to the right person wrong enough to keep them from making it. The fact is, all you have to do is keep going out there and checking, and just know that you can do this, and know that what you're taking to people will change their lives in a powerful and positive way, and it will help you fulfill your destiny to become a force, a vehicle of positive change in the lives of others. And there is no higher calling, not even practicing medicine, than that. And that's why I'm a network marketer. When somebody asks me, what do you do for a living? I say, I'm a professional network marketer. And I'm proud of it. You can reach down, go back to when you were 2 years old, and say, damn the torpedo, full speed ahead. I can do this thing. And then quit is not in your vocabulary. It's just a minor setback, and however long it takes, I'm going to be here until I get the job done. Set your target. Get focused and stay focused. Just do it. And if things don't go right, do it again. And anytime your business is not doing what you want it to do, or you think it should be doing, I'm going to give you the secret to success. Go find somebody who's looking for an opportunity. Show them how this can deliver them and help them get there. And you keep moving forward. Cut all the dead ones off. Keep moving. Don't ever stop. and try to drag horses. Just keep moving. God bless y'all. Thank you for that.